Right, before we get started on today's video, I'm going to issue you a little warning. This video does contain some satire, so if you're easily offended, especially if you're Scottish, you might want to look away now. And boy, oh boy, can you Scots whinge and whine, and that accent of yours is about as attractive as a fart in a spacesuit. And look, we all know that you're famous for being last up at the bar to get a rounding, and that you can peel a bloody apple in your pocket. Yeah, okay, look, the Scots do bring some things to the United Kingdom. Edinburgh Castle, something called oil, which does come in a bit handy for us down south, I must admit. The Scots Guards, the Highlands, and of course your good old-fashioned values and traditions like religious bigotry on a Saturday afternoon. Oh, and don't even get me bloody started on the football, because if you get a pint down any of us Englishmen, we'll all say, oh, we can't stand the bloody Jocks, and I'm sure the self-same compliment is returned in any bar by you guys north of the border. And let's be honest, gents, right, we wouldn't want it any other way, would we? After all, we are the old enemy. And you guys go on and on and on and on about battles that happened between us in some rotten, boggy, soggy field 700 years ago on a site that's probably now popping up your local Wetherspoons, like any of us down here even give a shit. Blimey, even your national anthem, albeit a good one, I'll admit it's very stirring, calls out England's King Edward. King Edward, it only reminds us of potatoes. But, and some of you Scots might not actually like this, you might be happy with what I've already said. The real truth is, secretly, the English have a huge respect, careful, I almost said love, for the people of Scotland. And I believe, deep down, your average Englishman holds Scotland very dear to our hearts. But for fuck's sake, don't tell anyone, right? Let's keep that one between ourselves. And I'll tell you why. Because I remember what my old granddad said after fighting alongside you Jocks in the war. Words that I've never forgotten. He said that the English and the Scots were a bit like brothers. They were always arguing and fighting and vying for top spot, bragging rights, and they were a bit like cat and dog. But here's the important part. Just like our enemies found out to their cost in some rotten, soggy, boggy fields in France less than 100 years ago, woe betide anyone that ever tries to come in between us. You know what, Scotland? Love and respect. Love and respect. But like I said, listen, don't get telling anyone, especially those bloody taffs, right?